this is LinkedIn. I'm logged in right now, and you can see that, I think it works really well on the desktop. So I would recommend, using a computer, not a phone to do this, but you can do this on your phone as well. But once you're logged in, this is what you're gonna see. You're gonna be on your profile. I'm not on mine because I don't want you guys to see my LinkedIn. But essentially, once you log in, if you look on the top menu here, you're gonna see where it says jobs. That is where you want to go. So click on jobs, and this is already gonna have suggested jobs, and that's gonna be based on, if you have the job title in your description. It's gonna pick from that. Even if you put other jobs you've done before, or your work experience, or your classes that you've taken before, this is what's gonna be. It's gonna pick from that, right? It's gonna be recommended for you based on your profile and search history. So if you're searching for things up here, those are gonna be taken into account when it comes to suggesting jobs for you. And it's surprisingly actually accurate when it comes to the things that it picks up. Um, I would do some of these jobs here. But essentially, once you're on this page, there's a couple of things to know here. So on the top is going to be the search, and you can search by the job title, you can search by the skill. It's so you can literally just put finance entry level, which is what we're gonna do. But you can do that, and you can put, the city, state, and zip code, right? If you want to work in a certain state, you're gonna be able to do that. Now, if you look on the left hand side here, we have another menu here. So you can save jobs, you can even set alerts. You can even compare the jobs based on the salary. You can take a skill assessments. There's a lot of things. You can even do an interview prep on LinkedIn. Like, it's not crazy. They also have a resume builder as well. That's gonna help you build your resume if you don't know how to do that. All right. So here you have suggested searches. This is probably based on your what is it? Your title, because that's similar to my title, what they have on here suggested. And you have all these jobs here on the bottom. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and go to search. That's what you always want to do. I'm gonna search for, let's say, a finance entry level. All right. Actually, we don't even have to put entry level because we're gonna be able to do that. Let's do finance. Actually, let's just search finance. If you want to narrow it down to financial analyst, you can do that. If you want to, I just want anything in finance, right? I want to see all the options that I have. So once I do that, I'm going to go to city state. I live in San Antonio, Texas. I'm going to go ahead and select that here. All right. So once you hit search, if this doesn't do this for you, just go ahead and hit search. It'll pop up like this. All right. So once you do this, you see that you have more options now. You can actually narrow down, using things like the miles. So 25 miles from where I'm at, that's fine. And you can even narrow down by the date that the job was posted, right? So one thing I try to do is, when I was applying for jobs, I would do past 24 hours first, right? So this is gonna allow you to find jobs that have just been posted, right? If they posted it this morning, it's likely that not a lot of people have applied to it yet, right? So your application is going to be on the top. So that's what you always want to do. So I like to filter by past 24 hours. And if there's nothing on, let's do it like this, right? There's 175 different jobs that are related to finance that were posted in the past 24 hours. Sometimes you're not going to find anything, so you can go to a week, month, and then anytime. You usually want to avoid jobs that have been posted for a while, right? Because for the most part, it's probably because they probably filled the position. They just forgot to take, the job off from, the posting from LinkedIn. So that's why I always try to go for something that just happened, that just got posted. So let's leave it at past 24 hours for now. So experience level here, this is where you can really narrow it down to if you want an internship, entry level. If you just graduated from college, right, you can work full time, so you can do entry level. If you've worked a year or two of an entry level position, you can go to associate, and you can do all the way through here. So I'm going to do entry level here. So now, as you can see, it narrows down to 27, right? So it's taking into account jobs that are in finance, that are related to finance, that were posted in the past 24 hours, that happen to be entry level, right? So after that, you can go into the company here. So this, I don't really mess with this because it kind of like really limits your options, right? Unless you want to work for a specific company, then do that. But this I tend to ignore because I don't really care. If I'm looking for a job, I'm not being picky with the company that I'm trying to pick. All right, so next one is going to be the job type, right? So here you can kind of like, you have three options: full-time, part-time, or trying to see if the stream is working, or contract, right? So let's do full-time here. Do full-time. Now, as you can see, narrow this down to 14 different results. All right, full-time. Now we can go to now you have the option to switch between on-site or remote, right? That means working in the office, or do you want to work remote? So it doesn't really matter. You can select all of the options if you don't really have a preference, right? All the options. All right, so now we have 14 results here, right? With based on our specifications up here. Now here you also have a job alert. So this will send you like 2 emails per day. I still get those emails. So if you turn this on, it will send you emails every day when there's if there's 5 jobs that got posted that match this criteria here, there's going to be sent to you, so you don't have to log into LinkedIn every time. All right, so as you can see, this is what we have here. So these are a bunch of jobs you might want to do. Data analyst, you have a bunch of things here. All right, so now if you do this and you see nothing, no job, if you don't see a job that you like, you're like, I don't like these, it's cool, but I don't like these. You can actually change. The first thing I change is going to be the posting, right? So we put 24 hours, can put past week. Now we have went from 14 different results to 368. These are posted within the past week. So now as you can see, you have more options here, right? So here you can even refine this. Let's do finance analyst, right? It's going to keep the same filters that we have. As you can see, now you have all financial analyst positions here, right? Now, a couple of tips here. So as you can see, the first one here, right? This is a financial analyst position. As you can see, there's only 10 applicants here. This was posted 2 days ago, and this is the name of the company and the location, which is right here. Okay. All right. So, and this tells you kind of like a little bit about the position. This is full-time, entry level, 10,000 employees. It's in the healthcare industry. It also tells you your school alumni. So if you have your college on your LinkedIn, obviously you went to this university, it's going to connect you to people that went to your school. Not connect you, but you're gonna be able to see, if you click on the company, it will tell you the alumni from your school. There are 20 alumni from your 20 alumni that work at this company. So this one says it's 62. Makes sense because UTSA is in San Antonio and I live in San Antonio. I'm looking at jobs in San Antonio. Now you can go to the description here, pretty simple, basic stuff here. You can look at the description. All right, so one thing I do want to show you, there are you can see things like actively recruiting, right? So if you see something like this over here, that means they're actively looking for people. You can go to this one here. There's one that says easy apply. So these are my favorite because all you gotta do is let's click on this one, right? So how this works is that you can actually apply using your LinkedIn information, right? So you agree to share your profile with the company or the hiring manager who's going to be able to see this. So you don't have to go to an external website to go to the company's website and fill out the whole application. All you gotta do is hit apply, and you want to make sure that your resume is uploaded to LinkedIn. It'll just pull it from your profile, and all you gotta do is it's probably clicking the button 3 times. I'm not gonna click on this because it's gonna show my information. That's how easy it is. So I try to go for the easy applies first, because if you're able to get a lot of those, you can knock them out in like 100 in like 10 minutes. Right, you just easy apply, it's so easy. That is pretty much it for this video. I wanted to show you guys how you can easily apply for jobs using LinkedIn, which is a useful tool to use. It's gonna make it a lot easier for you. And if you're updating your LinkedIn with everything, you upload your resume, you have a description, you have your work experience. If you don't have that, you have your classes, it's updated to the top. It should be a lot easier. So first thing you got to do is make sure that your LinkedIn is up to date, and after that you're going to be able to easily apply to jobs.